What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're going to do a comparison test today. 21, 22, 23. I got all three of the flagships of different companies out here. Somebody had mentioned they wanted to see the PSE EVL ran against the Bowtech, so I have it out here. This boat is immaculate. I mean, it's got one little scratch on it right here, right there on the limb pocket. But other than that, it's still beautiful. I mean, it's got Bowmar draw stops on it, titanium cable guard from TAP, 12 off the back on a 10-inch bar, 6 off the front, 12-inch bar, hamski rest, spot hog sight, the works, you know, fully loaded out. I'm gonna be giving some stuff away, man, like this spot hog fast Eddie double stack. It's brand new. I got plenty, and I know what it is to get started. I know how stuff like that can help, man. It's a $300 sight, I believe, so it would definitely help somebody. This bow is 34 inches axle to axle. I believe the IBO is like 340 something with a 6 5/8 spray scythe. It adjusts from 26.5, I believe, up to 30.5, if I ain't mistaken. So it's got good range on it. It's fast. It's got all different sight holes to put the sight in. You can stack it all the way up to the top, right? You know, it goes from like way up here to damn near down by the shelf down in here. And I love that. That's one thing I love about the PSE. All right, so that's the PSE. Next year, make and model, we got the Inline 5 by Prime. First time I really shot them, but I fell in love with it. It's an immaculate bow. I'm gonna keep this one for target. It's 35 inches axle to axle, 6-inch brace height, rated for 340, I believe. It's 26 to 31.5, if I ain't mistaken. I didn't really longer bows, longer ATA will 100% correct that string angle for you. You will not have to dip your head so much. A lot of people complain about the limb stop. As you see, I got a great big rubber grommet on there. You can get them from hardware stores, and I set it a 1/2 inch ahead. So this one is flat out too. It's just beautiful, immaculate bow. One thing I have noticed about this one is these little spacers right here. They do move, like literally they move in there. I don't know if I can do it on camera. It's kind of hard to hold a bow up and do that, but it's a really good bow. Vibration free, shoots really fast for what it is. It's only pulling like 64 pounds. It's a 60-pound bow. Now to my baby, the newest one of the bunch. So we started with the EVL, which is the 21. The Prime is the 22. This is a 23. So much to offer, man. Dead in the hand, 100%. They did put a couple extra holes in the riser, you know, so you get a little bit more out of the sight. 100% adjustable stops. I forgot to mention that too, like how thick the rubber composite is on them. I'm just gonna shoot these and let you guys hear them, let you guys see the groups. The EVL's been hanging up for a while, so it ain't quite, you know, been shot that much. But me and the boy just tested it off camera, and it pounds still. This also has the Picatinny mount in the back. They did not put the Picatinny mount in the front. The riser's huge. Limbs are beautiful. I know a lot of people say, why is tunability the must on a bow? Well, for one, I don't want to take a bow apart if I don't have to. I don't want to lose a spacer, have to wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, even if I can get the spacers. You know, I want to shoot the bow now. And with the deadlock cam, you break the cam loose, you spin your Allen, move it left, move it right, you reline your rest up. I've noticed that you do have to reline the rest. That you can't just move this and then, you know, say that this is still 13/16. And I also want to shoot them down the middle. I don't want to have my, you know, if I look over top from the limb pocket, I don't want to be looking at the arrow pointing off the bow sideways or to the other way. I want the arrow, when I look down off the top of the bow like this here, straight down the boat or your limb boat, I want to look straight down and know that everything is lined up dead center. So that power stroke hits that cam right in the tail. I watched Jake Kaminsky wrap his his grip the other day. It obviously is on recurve, but I watched him wrap that, man, and it just turned out phenomenal. He used Bowmar. This is actually baseball tape, baseball bat tape. it seems really, really decent. So we're just gonna take some shots. I'll walk you guys up, show you guys the groups. Therefore, you know, you count my steps, whatever. You know, I ain't cheating you to beat you. This one's loaded, man. It's got the Ultra View scope on it, their new one. What is it? The Ultra View UV3 XL double pin. It's got the Excel landslide on it. Trinity. Hamsky Trinity. It also, we have about 7 ounces out the front, 10 out the back. So we're shooting at a moose target. I done a short on it the other day. If you guys see just how linear the draw cycle is, let me back up a little bit. And if you watch, when I go to anchor, all I have to do is turn my head. Oh, I got it set too light. That was in the 12 though. When all you have to do is turn your head to the string, you ain't getting yourself out of alignment, you know. Good T formation, like Dudley says. You just lay your hands by your side, pick it up, bring it to your chest. That's good formation, you know, just bam, bam. So we'll do 3 or 4 arrows here each and let you guys just hear them, see the groups. See the groups and just check it out, man. Maybe it could help you make up your mind that you don't need a new one. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you need to go buy a $1,200 bow either. Bear just come out with some stuff that people are saying it's phenomenal for like $550, $600. And there is amazing stuff out there. Like I said, I started with a PSE. I think I gave $50 for it for my buddy. I believe I caught all 3 of them in the 12. I'll show you guys that in a second, man. How I done that. I took a moose target that I got real cheap for like $160. They're originally, I don't know, 270, 280, maybe even 300. And I took me a wood burner and just cut me an upper 12, lower 12, and I put a 14 in it. Let's see if we can get the 14. Oh, I dropped it. Straight below it. I mean, straight below it. Let's try one more. We'll go up and check that group out. Just hovering low. Also need to set this thumb button a little bit heavier, man. It's been gloves on, you know. Honestly, it sounds reverse. You'd think that you'd want it set real heavy so you can get onto it. All right, guys, so this is what we're shooting at up there, that big moose target. So as you guys can see, I'll walk with the camera so you can see I ain't cheating you to beat you. So that last one didn't catch, and there's the 14 ring I cut in. As you see, I hit straight below. But man, the bow is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I don't think the target looks too bad, man, because it had that center ring in the middle. So I just took that wood burner and cut them rings in there, man. It turned out really good. All right, up next, guys, is the Prime 35, or Prime 5, Inline 5. 35 inches ATA. I use this right now for a target bow. It's only 60 pounds. I got it pulling 64. I use it for a target bow because it's amazing. I think it'd be great for a 3D bow. I did have the 30-inch rods on it, but I figured I'd take them off and just run them a comparison against all 3 bows so you guys could hear them and see, like, you might be able to get this Inline really cheap, you know, or the PSE EVL. All right. Like I was saying a while ago, that Spot Hog Fast Eddie. I got that to give away. We'll probably do like a release at $250. and then do a sight at 500 and then a bow at 1,000 subscribers. And what we'll do is just do something positive. We'll leave a comment. Like when we get to 250, I'll put out a video telling everybody just leave a positive comment, and then, you know, I'll go through and just pick one, and I'll pay for everything and send it your way. We got this. This is the True Fire snapless. It's a pretty good, you know, thumb button. I have the Ghost release, but I also have this, the HBC. It's the Flex, made out of the tungsten True Ball. Oh, how sweet it is. This release has got a more of a fast click on it, and you can't adjust the click, but still it's so comfortable in the hand. Nice finger beds. So we'll do something. We're going to give some stuff away, man. I know it would have been nice, like, if I would have known before what YouTube was about. Like, some of these guys just really help people. John Dudley, he's amazing coach, man. Awesome dude. He does so much for the archery community. Anyway, we're going to get after it. This is, once again, the Prime Inline 5. It's only pulling 64 pounds. It's only a 60-pound bow, shooting a 550 grain arrow. As you see, it's got a little bit of a dump. But it holds pretty rock solid, honestly, just with some shorter bars on it. I just swapped these off the other bow. These ain't even set up for this. I believe it's pretty quiet too. Vibration in the hand really ain't felt. Obviously I got stabilizers and I'm breaking to the left. Still trying to work through that torn bicep, man. That thing, I don't believe it completely detached the muscle, because you could stick your finger under the tendon still. They say that's a telltale sign. Oh, my sight light went dead right in the middle of that, man. Oh, Zebro's light's going dead on me. Man, I love the fact that you guys subscribe. I love the fact that you guys are viewing my videos. It felt like a daunting task. When I bought the camera, bought the laptop, I figured, you know, maybe we get something growing. And this is what God has blessed me. He's blessed me to love archery, and I hope I can bless somebody else by telling them about that, and not just that, but Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, has really done everything for me. He turned my life around 100%. I've done a couple videos when I first started YouTube on my testimony. See, it holds rock solid. I feel like I need to adjust my thumb button, like I'm burying my ring finger too far. This bow is a beaut to shoot. Boy, them green veins really stand out. And also, guys, we're shooting, one arrow is actually 550. I think the other one's closer to 600. If I remember, like 598 or something like that. So a couple of them are low in the target. But we got a pretty decent group up there going. Yeah, my sight light's going dead. Anyway, I hope you guys could learn something from this video, man. This is like a camo pattern. It's got a target sight on it, man. We'll go up and grab them arrows real quick. I'll just take you guys straight off the mount. You can see it's 6:02, 6 minutes 2 seconds. And we'll walk straight up here. Anybody got any recommendations also on a hip quiver? I've been looking at the one at Lancaster and trying to pick one out, man. As you see right there, them three are touching, and these three I dropped out the bottom. But still, I mean, that's damn good for having that tear in my arm. And you guys are enjoying this, so you guys can kind of make up your mind on what you need or don't need. I got to say once again, man, I don't believe you need to have a top end bow. You know, you really don't. You can start off, work your way, make sure you actually like it. Last but not least, we got the PSE EVL 34. Dude, this bow is like the first bow that I really learned what an amazing draw cycle felt like. It's a tank. This bow is a tank. I mean, absolute tank. I don't know how you couldn't like it. The one complaint I have on the PSE, the one complaint that I have on it is the tunability, man. They just come out with a new system though, so I'm not like knocking on them or nothing. This is still a killer bow, but you do have to take it apart. And also the limb torque can kind of throw you off sometimes because the cam looks sideways. You know, if you look down them, the cam kind of looks like it's setting off to the side. It throws you off a little bit. It was quite difficult at first to tune this. For some reason, I called PSE a couple different times. Ended up being that the way that they had the spacers set was wrong. They come out the factory wrong. And the limbs. The limbs also. Another negative point is these right in here. I don't know. They're so impossible to probably see. There's these little plastic pieces that sit in there in between the limbs, and they rot really easy. I mean, they just break to pieces. I did have a limb crack on me. All right. Possibly could have been my fault though. It really could have. I was in a hurry, and your rocker's down here. I think I had one turnt slightly, and when I went to shoot it, I pulled it back and it cracked. So I think that was my fault, but PSE honored it. This bow is absolutely a dream to shoot also. It's pretty fast for a 550 grain arrow, you know, and you got all those sight holes to play around with. So we're just going to cut a few of them loose here and see what this group looks like. I hope this can kind of help somebody as you see it. Draw straight back, anchor, nose. Oh yeah, I hit way higher. Way higher. We hit the top of the moose. It does feel quite heavier on the draw cycle. The cam kind of does feel aggressive compared to the Bowtech. It feels heavier, man. For some reason this bow feels heavier. I know it's only pulling like 71, 72 at the most. These are all my strings, so they've been pre-stretched and everything like that. You know, I know all the weights are similar. I've checked them all. I know the prime's pulling 64. Obviously, it ain't gonna hit as high in the target, but I adjusted just to smoked it. I adjusted the sight before I ever started just to get, you know, get them all fair so they would hit the same hole pretty much. Man, I gotta say that you don't have to have one of the new ones. I really don't believe it. But I did fall in love when I shot that one. I believe I found the perfect bow. When I found the Bowtech SS34, I believe I found the perfect bow, man. I pulled that one. We're trying to get this done, send it out, let people see what these bows are made of. If you don't, yep, I'm breaking to the right. That's a good example of what they do. So I'm just gonna pop you guys right back off so we can walk right back up to the target and see what they're made of. I'm out here shooting in a terrible cold too. Yeah, that's what we done. There's where I hit him in his back, hit him in the leg. That spot hog sight wasn't set up, man. But this one had a fletching come off, so that's why I was whipping in the wind. But it still caught the edge of the 12. Then we got this big wad of them right here. I can get my fingers all the way around them. There's all the knocks stacked on top of each other. I'm still working through that tear, man, in my arm. I just hope this can help somebody, give somebody an example and show them what these bows are made of. Man, I thank you guys for watching. I ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoy this stuff. I got a bunch of reviews coming. I just been setting up this room so we can do them inside, out of the cold, and have a nice area to do them. God bless y'all. I love you, man. And I got another one coming. It'll be on 3 things positive that I learned as far as target archery that helped me increase my accuracy. Like right now I'm shooting kind of like a bum with that tear in my arm, but these 3 things, it still helped a million.